All right, welcome back to another homework video help. This is on homework 3. So let's take a look at problem 1. It says if the length of the tank in figure 1 is 1.2 meters, which means in and out of the page, okay? So if I draw, it would be, let me zoom in here, that dimension, which is 1.2 meters. Okay, calculate the total force on the bottom of the tank. So technically, you're looking at that square, and there's a resultant hydrostatic force. I will use a different color. So you got a force like this. So just remember, F equals P times A. You know the area, and then remember the pressure at the bottom is pressure at the top plus rho GH. Now, you're going to have two terms in here, right? Because you got water and you got oil. That should help you with problem 1. All right, problem 2. Calculate the resultant force in the location of the center of pressure in figure 2. Assume the width is 20 feet, and then I want you to label, don't worry about YC or YP. I'll actually fix that in the homework. Just label HC and HP. All right. So if you remember, hydrostatic force is down here. It's a rectangle. So if you remember, it's 2/3 from the top down or 1/3 from the up. Label the values. And just remember that FR is P average times area. And then that your P average is rho GHC. Okay. And remember that this goes back into the page. Okay. So technically FR acts at the center of that. All right. And then I would label the values over here. Oh, you would label it from the top of the water, right? Probably here. So you'd have HC, and then you'd have HP. And again, a rectangular wall, it's 1/3 from the bottom. Okay, and then here is an incline problem. So calculate the total force on the wall due to the oil pressure in figure 3. Assume the width is 4, and then determine the location of the center of pressure and label all of the values. Okay. So this is again inclined. So you just got to remember to create this new coordinate system called Y. And you know this angle, FR is going to act perpendicular. All right. We did an exact problem on this. You're just doing the angle in the Y direction. Okay. So you can, if you remember, if this is YC down the incline, you know that's theta, which is 45 degrees. You can figure out HC from trig. Okay, so this is an incline problem. Just create that Y coordinate system, label YC, YP, and then from the surface down, you can label your HC and your HP. And the same equations for FR. P average times A, and then P average is rho GHC. Okay. All right, and then this last problem, number 4, I actually have a video that you can watch, and I want you to do it exactly like I did the video. Okay? This goes through everything. This is an incline, and it's a good problem to do. All right, this should help you with homework 3. Good luck, and let me know if you have questions.